I think losing the hospital in Rochelle would be a terrible, terrible thing.
In some cases, it's life-threatening. And to take that out of this community would just be detrimental.
To have somebody that you know cares about you as an individual makes a big difference.
In my mind, what's really great about small town life is you know the people that you're working with, you know the people that you are doing business with, you know the people that you're coaching your kids' sports with, and I just don't see, if I was living in a larger area, larger city, everything's so anonymous, you don't have that sense of belonging, that sense of community that you have in a town like Rochelle and other small towns like this.
That night I had woken up because I had a lot of contractions, but they were far apart. I stood up, I told Paul that I had to push.
And she said, "We're not gonna make it to Rockford." And I said, "Oh, that's not good." So I called a buddy of mine who's a firefighter, and he said, "You need to pull over right now and call 911. So we did. And they were right out, and basically he said, the baby's you're gonna be delivering your baby at Rochelle Community Hospital.
As soon as I got in the emergency room, I already had a bed, and the ultrasound tech came and put the ultrasound right on my belly. It was just very reassuring.
I get to see my own patients when they're in the hospital, and that makes a patient feel a lot better. It takes a lot of stress off of them to see a face that they recognize.
I had the stroke in the middle of the night, woke up about 3 a.m. or so. In 5 minutes, I saw a hospital, I saw a doctor. The first thing they did to me was take me down to get my CT done right away. I knew the doctor, I knew the nurses, I knew the techs that did the CT for me. It was just nice to know that I knew these people.
Time counts with many medical issues, especially issues such as damage to tissue like heart disease, brain disease. You need to have something available to these individuals close.
We're about 40 miles from the nearest other facility, and a lot can change in that 40 minutes. And even for the smaller things, it's nice when the employee doesn't have to take a half a day out of their life to travel 45 minutes to get health care, to come back 45 minutes, and it's just more lost time at work.
Behind me is a company called Nippon Sharyo. Rochelle Community Hospital was one of those amenities that was so important to attracting them to our community.
It allows people to feel more comfortable as they come to a community that they're going to have the care that they need if something happens.
And if you don't have that going in, I think you're in trouble as a small town.
It's almost I would say a minimum threshold for people's criteria of moving here, that they want care that's nearby.
I have people come and say, and they'll ask us, what is the sustainability of your small critical access hospital? And I can tell them in Rochelle, the support that we have in our community will help us sustain ourselves. We give good patient care, our patient satisfaction scores are good.
You ask people around here, and I think you'll find the vast majority prefer to go local rather than to travel 30, 40 minutes to get to another facility.
Rochelle is very fortunate in the fact that in the last decade, over $55 million has been spent on facilities for both the high school and grade school. And these state-of-the-art facilities are really at the core of where we see our economic development efforts going.
Just a small town feel, that's what really is important to us.
You can wave at the people, they know who you are. You care about the people around you, it's a community.
That's what living in a small town is all about. It's that tight-knit connectivity that we have out here.